Hello everyone, we are in Group 7. What we are going to talk about today is how about the situation for two companies, Nestle and SD Guthrie. These are the things we want to talk about.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I'd like to briefly introduce two well-known listed companies in Malaysia, Nestle Berhad and SD Guthrie Berhad. First, let's talk about Nestle Malaysia. It's a leading food and beverage company listed on Bursa Malaysia. Its products are very familiar to us: coffee, malt drinks, dairy products, ready meals, and baby nutrition. In the financial year 2025, its total revenue reached Rm 6.88 billion, a 10% increase from 2024. Net profit after tax also rose sharply from Rm 415 million in 2024 to Rm 513 million in 2025. As of March 2, 2026, its share price was around Rm 108.20. Nestle Malaysia is a stable and strong player in the consumer goods sector. Next, SD Guthrie Berhad. It was formerly called Sam Darby Plantation, and it is one of the world's largest palm oil producers. Beyond just planting palm oil, it had expanded into industrial development and renewable energy. In FY 2025, its total revenue was Rm 20.9 billion, and the profit attributable to shareholders was Rm 2.503 billion. Its return on equity improved to 13.7%. During the period we observed, its share price stayed between Rm 5.6 and Rm 5.8. SD Guthrie is a key player in Malaysia's plantation and energy industries. In short, Nestle Malaysia focuses on daily consumer goods, while SD Guthrie leads in palm oil and new energy. Both are important parts of Malaysia's economy.
Next, their 2025 financial return for Nestle 2025 with a strong record year. It has 6.8 billion in revenue and 516 million in next portion. Next, their 2025 financial return for Nestle 2025 with a strong record year. It has 6.8 billion in revenue and 516 million in next portion. Of SD Guthrie profits recorded in 2025, it entered 20.895 billion. It in revenue and 2.503 billion in profit. Profit growth come from better operation and community. Price not molded. In short, both companies have a strong market portion and healthy finish. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ding Yan. First, Nestle manager, it is a great halal food market and importer. It uses strong global brand, local production skills, and global sales network to keep growing steadily. From the timeline, we can see Nestle have led Malaysia halal industry from many years. It is the biggest halal product here. Helps hundreds of small businesses get halal certified and sell products to 150 countries. People trust Nestle a lot. SD Guthrie, SD Guthrie, it uses to focus on palm oil, but now it grows in New Earth. It develops industry land and use new renewable energy. It changes solve it from real too much on palm oil price. Now it market record profits. Now let's look at how Nestle manager save money. Nestle key idea is to keep strong cash flow and use work capital well in 2025 without opportunity cash flow rose a lot 1.03 billion. The campaign behind of all is long-term debate. It only keep about 788 billion in short-term loans to run daily business. This follows the market order. Companies should use their own money first, then borrow little only when needs. This keeps the company safe and stable. SD Guthrie has a model debit to equal range about 23 points. This marks the table of tennis, broad enough to grow but not too much to take risks. Since palm oil prices go up and down a lot, SD Guthrie does not borrow too much money. It uses debit only for important projects, planting new palm trees, undertaking focus and building reusable energy project. Its profit growth comes from good operations, not from too much borrowing. The bar chart shows its strong and straight performance is equal profits in Q3 and Q4. Its profit is stable, enhancing track to working well.
First, look at the left chart. Nestle Malaysia's quarterly results. It shows net profit and revenue. Nestle is very good at turning its financing into quickly returns for shareholders. Strong cash flow lets it pay high dividends and use capital effectively in the short term. On the right, we have SD Guthrie's quarterly financial performance. SD Guthrie uses its capital structure and stabilizer, not a booster. It uses modern debit to support long-term investments and smooth out market ups and downs. So to sum up, let's still maximize short-term effectively while SD Guthrie put long-term financial sustainability first.
Let's start with the factors influence capital structure decisions for two companies, Nestle and SD Guthrie. First, industry risk. Nestle is in consumer steps This is a defensive industry, meaning demand is stable. SD Free is in cyclical commodities like palm oil and rubber. So the business goes up and down with the economy. Second, asset structure. SD Free has a lot of tangible assets like land, which makes it easier to borrow money with collateral. Nestle has later assets, focusing more on brands and operations. Third, tax shared with financial risk. Both companies use the debt carefully. They balance the tax benefits of debt with the risk of refinancing and interest rates. Fourth, growth path. Nestle uses a high cash flow, low investment model, focusing on efficiency. SD Free needs long-term capital for plantations and renewable energy projects. Fifth, ESG and regulation. SD Free face stricter ESG rules in agriculture, which affects its financing tools. Now, let's move to the conclusion. The difference in capital structure between Nestle and the SD Free. Nestle has a mutual cash flow driven model, focusing on returns to shareholders. SD Free uses stable leverage to support long-term investments and ESG companies. Capital structure is not just about financing, as it reflects how a capital for a company aligns with its industry, growth path, and long-term goals. These are our presentation. Thank you.